Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Magnum Opus. Let's jump into it and introduce ourselves, the main cast. My name is Rena, and I'm playing as Munchies.
I'm Haley and I'm playing Auntie P.
I'm Joel, and I'm playing Cadmus, the best alchemist.
And I'm Lou, and I'll be your storyteller this evening. So, we are greeted once again by that mysterious individual watching the entirety of Chicago from his private office. He speaks to us, the audience, as he continues the process, telling us about the process. The alchemist mixes yeast into the elixir, infusing it with life force. The elixir rests and darkens. In our last episode, our coterie were given a task by the Almost Assembly to set fire to the supplies of S-16. Simple mission: to cut off any resources S-16 has after they splintered. However, upon arriving at the scene in Gary, Duskborn encountered none other than Crazy Rick, who, surprisingly, proposed a deal for a temporary truce as he defects from S-16. He reveals that their location, where they're keeping Auntie's loved ones, are further down Gary. We also find out that S-16 is under the control of the Sunburners. Who are the Sunburners, you ask? Well, let's dig into that in tonight's session. And as the camera fades away and fades back in, we see a scene where all three of you are sort of inside this little pit area, but there's a stage up in front in this industrial building. This platform, rather, is where the scarred individual by the name of Salvi stands alongside a woman in pure purple, in a dress that kind of reveals a bit of skin. She's introduced herself to be Amethyst. But as of right now, the camera swivels and pans upwards to see where one of the goons Salvi has, Gabe was his name, a tattooed individual, is holding Auntie's son in a chokehold right now after dislocating his shoulder. As the camera swivels once again, panning down, we see Auntie P's fist sort of kind of balled up to the side, her nose sort of flaring, and her eyes, well, where are you looking, Auntie P, in this moment? As you just heard your son's bone just crack disgustingly.
See her eyes drift to this Gabe who's holding her son, and it's taking true willpower to not launch over there and attack him immediately. As her fists clench, her jaw barely contained rage.
You feel it deep within you, Auntie P. That beast. It's always there. It echoes. It's call. It's urging you to act. Let's get him. I'm gonna rip his fucking face off, he says in your mind commanding you, demanding you, making you itch for a fight. It is up to you if you want to give in to these urges or remain calm and continue negotiating. The camera then pans towards you, Munchies and Cadmus. Last where we left off, Salvi had given you a choice. To hand over the book or let Auntie P's son perish. What do the two of you do?
I don't. While I don't want to push them, I don't necessarily push you all. I don't think that killing this your own hostage is not going to get you anything. Like killing him, like you still don't get the book then as well. So if you want the book, and like Cadmus will hand it to Munchies, like lift it up and hand it to Munchies. Like if you don't want my very fine companion here to thoroughly consume every bit of knowledge in that book in the most literal degree, and everything that you want to learn disappears, then we're going to let him go and we're going to walk out of here, and you get the opportunity to try and get it. Like, we're open to negotiation and talking, but not under this. There's too much stupidity in the room right now.
Yeah, following that up, Munchies will open like a random page and just slowly start to tear off a page.
Cadmus is like cringing. He's like trying to look and see if he's read that page already. He's like, do I know that one?
If Cadmus flinches, I just like one like that.
Cadmus, you know how important this book is. It's one of a kind, literally one of a kind. I will leave it up to you as the player to take
stop.
willpower damage here.
Yeah, I'm taking. Yeah. What does it look like when a thin blood without a beast frenzies? No, Cadmus is just like whispering, like, please stop. Yeah, please stop. Please don't. Like, just threaten them.
Okay. I'm double checking the page if it's something that Cadmus has read before.
You want to check what it is, Cadmus? If you look down, you'll see Munchies putting down a recipe for Vitae MSG.
All right. Like, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad as I thought it would. Like, at least I don't even think it's the fact that, like, how powerful it is. Just if it was something that I didn't know, I'd be like, no, like Munchies, we're gonna tie you down, we're gonna drain you with, like, fill you with vitae so you can heal, and then we're gonna cut your stomach open and take the pages out so I can reassemble it.
I'll just puke it out. It's fine.
Cadmus will resist the urge to make.
The two of you are cut off immediately as Salvi, his eye twitches right now. His good eye, rather. His left eye is fucked up, by the way. I don't know if that's mentioned. It looks like it's been burnt out off his face. But you see Amethyst, the woman in purple, step forward as she says, No. There's really no need for that. We're all open to negotiation, and by the looks of it, I'm the more amicable one between my companions. So, we get the book, and you get the man-child upstairs, she says, after looking at Auntie P's son.
I probably would have agreed to that. But like, if you did negotiations originally, I probably would be more open to that. But you don't get to renegotiate for an even playing field now that, you know, like, you're the one that's down on the chips. So I propose that I'm going to decipher this book. That's my goal anyway. And then after that, I can, like, when that's finished, we'll arrange a meet. You tell me what it is in this book that you want prepared. And then we enter a negotiation for me to cook it for you, and we'll go from there. But you don't get to try and take this, come out like we come out on top, and then suddenly try and push for. Oh, okay, actually, let's play fair. Let's cut this even the whole time. So, how important is what you want from this book, really? Like, is it important enough that you like is killing the lot of everyone in here that important that losing this? Because I don't know of anywhere else this knowledge exists.
He audibly sighs. It's always the mouthy ones. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Cadmus. What you have right now is very valuable. We wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't. Obviously, one of our other acquaintances has tried to take it by force, and, well, you prove resilient. And I applaud you for that. Which is why I'm going to formally ask you. Well, not formally. Formally is not the correct term or word here. If you'd actually like to work for an organization that appreciates your value and your resilience. You three, I imagine, have been in this city for some time now, and I imagine every evening is, well, you're fighting tooth and nail for your lives. You're fighting for scraps, for ingredients, and your alchemical formulae. And every full-blood out there has this disdain towards you, this prejudice. Don't you want to be accepted? Don't you want to be part of something much bigger?
Okay, I'm gonna stop this like whole bullshit right here. Because we don't give a shit what you're saying, okay, lady? You took our people and work for you. We just heard that you pay shit. So what, we're gonna be working as slaves? No thanks.
Well, you, specifically, Ava Cheng, will not be working as a slave. Matter of fact, we're open to returning you to your former glory. After all, what was his name? What was his name again, Salvi? And Salvi looks towards Munchies with a kind of salivation, kind of hunger. Ah, yes, this one. Your fiancé has offered quite a deal for us to return you to him.
Munchies is just going to rip up another page.
Okay. You rip up another page. An alchemical textbook. It seems she does not like that thought. Well, we have not revealed your location yet, but he is a mere phone call away. I'm sure you know what this means.
Munchies will turn to Cadmus and try to see what Auntie's currently state is.
Yeah, if your eyes, from your peripheral, you can see Auntie just stiff, holding back as much of her rage as she can. but at any time soon, that pot will boil over.
Okay. What I'll do is that I'll just rip half of the notebook, hand the half to Auntie.
Wait, you're gonna rip half the notebook?
Yeah, page by page, just like.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is gonna take time.
You'll probably
This
get
is,
2 pages in. A Cadmus will jump on you.
Okay, I'll rip 2 pages and then like hand the rest
okay.
to Auntie.
Hold on. This is gonna take time for you to rip pages, unless you're doing it very carelessly.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it carelessly because Cadmus is probably gonna cry about it. No.
Oh, by the way, for every page she rips, Cadmus, your willpower drains.
Oh, I think, like, yeah. The
No.
only thing that's stopping Cadmus from attacking Munchies as well, just joining Selby and defecting, is the fact that Cadmus knows he'd get hurt too.
Okay, no, it's like that's why Monchis looked at Cadmus to see if
Well, it seems we better go home. Mr. Young now. Amethyst, please. Go ahead. You see Amethyst take out like a burner phone, like one of those flip phones, and begin dialing a number. You know, for all of his uses, this was his most effective contribution. That Rick fellow. It's a shame. Really.
Fucker lured us in here. I knew it. Munchies is gonna hand the journal to Auntie. Just stop here. Auntie will hand it to you.
Auntie, you have a choice.
She would take the book. I give you this. You release both of them. If you don't, I will spend every minute making sure your unlives are a living hell.
You see the smile form in Salvi's face, the subtlest smiles. And Amethyst flipped the phone book off. The flip phone. But she still keeps it in the palm of her hand. Salvi walks forward just a little bit and approaches the edge of the platform where you almost seemingly are, I imagine, as you move forward as well with the book. Gabrielle, bring him down. Gabe, you see, pull Zachariah down down the path, the mezzanine upstairs, and down the stairs to you, Auntie. I'm curious, does Auntie actually hand over the book? Like, does she actually do this transaction, or does she do something else?
She is waiting. She's got the book in hand, and there's part of her that wants to keep hold of it, but she is not willing to risk Zach and Warren's life for it. We can fuck them over and steal it later, but she needs to make sure they're okay first. As she see them bringing Zach down, she would say, and the other one.
Oh, Gabe kind of speaks up. Oh yeah, the wild man. He's downstairs. Better check in on him. See if he's still alive. He gestures towards an exit, like a exit leading to like a staircase on the left. where he's also kind of coming down from. It's a staircase that continues on.
Is he gesturing for Auntie to go and check? Then she will. She's taking the book with her.
Okay. Auntie makes her way downstairs. A couple of goons follow you, 2 goons specifically, and Gabe holds Zachariah by the platform and says, "He'll be waiting here." Do you go? Okay. Camera follows Auntie P as she descends down the staircase. The goons behind you, if you just look over your shoulder, are strapped, obviously. Got guns on them. One of them has a mean look towards you, always suspicious. He's eyeing the book itself. But as you make your way down to the basement of this industrial building, you get the faintest scent. Something. Go ahead and roll your wits and awareness, please. Is that a crit? Oh, only 3 successes. Auntie P, you know that scent. It's not fresh anymore, but you're most certainly certain that it is blood in the air. As you descend further and further down, that scent becomes more and more intense. More intense to the fact that some of that vitae in the air, you're sure, is spoiled. It's old. As you get to the basement area, you can see that there is bodies that litter the floor. You don't know who they are, these corpses, but you do recognize that some of them have the same attire as the rovers. Oh, yeah, better watch your step. Might get a little icky down here. One of the guys says behind you.
She ignores them.
Your boots land on the surface of this semi-moist, moist ground. There is mold up on the ceiling and the walls nearby. It's more pungent now, and these corpses, they're in various states of decay. You don't know how long these corpses have been down here, but you can tell that they've been storing bodies here. For what purpose, you have no idea. But you walk forward, and you see that few people are tied up against the pole, like a pillar, rather, at the far end of this room. One of those people chained up is your touchstone, Warren. He is badly bruised. You can tell that the way that he's kind of sitting down up against that pillar. You can tell that his maybe his shoulder is dislocated and his jaw perhaps is broken. But he's bleeding out. He's not in a great state.
I think, unless you tell me otherwise, I think seeing him in this state, she would need to make a frenzy check.
Okay. Go ahead and roll frenzy here. Unless you just let the beast in, or out rather. It's up to you as a player, but you may make that frenzy check. Okay, with 4 successes, you feel that voice once again bubble and rise up, snapping at you for letting this happen. It's angry. It wants to come out. However, you keep it control. You don't let that beast, you don't let yourself become one of these maniacs that have done this to the people around them. You walk forward, and I assume you unchain your loved one. Okay. His body falls limp to the ground, slouched over. As you hold him, I imagine you're going to pick him up.
Yeah.
You feel that his temperature is not as warm as he should be.
Hey, come on. You're still with me, right?
You hear the faintest grunt from him as blood pours out of his mouth.
Does she know, like, is he gonna live through this, or is he, like, actively bleeding out right now?
Intelligence and medicine. With only one success, you have no idea if he's gonna make it or not. But you pick him up.
Yeah, she picks him up and she looks back to the two goons. He's barely alive.
They just shrug their shoulders. Still breathing, ain't he?
If he stops, so will you.
Okay, lady. He says, as, kind of gestures for you to hurry the fuck up.
She, like, puts Warren's arm over her shoulders and kind of puts an arm around him, like, helps him, and will try and walk back with him.
Meanwhile, upstairs, as Auntie walked down the steps into the basement, you are left with Amethyst, Gabe, Zach, and Father Salvi. Is there any conversation happening between the lot of you? Or do you awkwardly just look at each other waiting for Auntie to return?
Cadmus is just looking down at the ground.
Amethyst will pipe up if none of you speak. No, Cadmus, don't look so down. The offer still stands. You can study the book as much as you want, and in return, you'll have us. All we ask is that you share whatever you find. After all, this was the mission we gave to that Sonia woman.
Deal.
Cadmus?
Cadmus just nods. It's like,
Cadmus, I have to ask rather. Do you mean your answer or are you lying?
no, Cadmus means it.
Munchies, I need you to roll wits and insight. Because you have no idea if he's serious or not. Maybe he's doing another 5-head play here. With 3 successes, I'm going to say that you see sincerity in his voice. He's willing to work with them. Which puts you in a tight spot. What do you do?
Turn to Cadmus. Really, you're gonna work for the people who just hurt Auntie's people?
Do I still? Is Munchie still holding the other half of the book?
Yes, I'm gonna start scrunching it and start eating it as well.
Cadmus is just gonna watch and just be like, well, I'm trying to see if I can maybe save something I care about, something that no one else here really seems to be ever have as a priority, to be honest. I've lost my house, which I offered to all of you. I risked my life trying to get Auntie's whiny man-child of a son out of the violence, and in response, when I got there, she just cracked it at me. And once again, now my boss lets us in and tries to help. And the bartering piece that no one asked me for, like no one said, "Hey, Cadmus, we know that, like, I don't have a fiance, I don't have a husband, a wife, a son, or anything like that. Like, I have what I have, and I know that's weird to most people, but no one." Everyone's just so happy just to offer up my stuff for me. It's always Cadmus's stuff. Like, let's trade
This is
Cadmus's
not your
dingus.
stuff to give, Cadmus. You know that.
Yes,
Sonia
Cadmus is
died because
looking
of
to be like,
them. Sonia died because of them. What, you want to end up like Sonia as well?
I'm trying to end up not like Sonia. I'm trying to end up
Oh
with
no, you
something.
will. You have.
What will I have? But I'll have Auntie continue anytime I try
I
and
feel
save her
like you
son to
did
be
not
like, shut up,
listen to
Cadmus.
your own boss giving you warnings before this whole thing.
And what should I have done, do you think?
They're terrorists, Cadmus. If
From a
Rick,
point of view, I agree with you.
of all people, does not want to work with these assholes, how bad do they have to be?
You're probably right. But I don't really have, I don't feel like I have many options. My options right now are go back to my boss and say, "Hey, I know you gave me the house that we lost and the book to gain the knowledge. Munchies ate one half and Auntie traded the other half for her family," which the whole time I've been saying the whole fucking time to everyone, stop bringing your goddamn baggage everywhere we go. Stop dragging it along. They're going to use it against us. And everyone went, "No, Cadmus. No, they're not." And here we are. And the second it happened again, everyone's gone, "Don't worry. We'll trade Cadmus's stuff for them," again and again and again. So yes, I know that they're monsters, but at least they're not pretending that they're not.
Once again, it wasn't your stuff to begin with. Sonia lost her life for that fucking notebook.
She did. And the way we've honored her is using it for breakfast and trading it for our two people who should never have been here to begin with. So, congratulations, Sonia. I hope from wherever you are, you're proud of us.
This is when Auntie P makes it back to the top of the stairs, and you hear the tail end of this conversation. Both of you see Warren kind of slumped over Auntie's shoulder, supporting him all the way through. He's bloody, beaten up. You can see visible fractures on his ribs. Oh, by the way, he's half naked. And he's greasy, and as he enters the room, you smell something pungent in the air. Amethyst pipes up. Now. Let's be amicable here.
Oh,
Let's
you
be
shut the
agreeable.
fuck up.
The path of the sun always will lead you to a better outcome than this. We offer communal enlightenment.
Oh god, you're gonna join a religious cult. That's what you're gonna do, Cadmus. You're gonna turn your back on medicine, on science, and join a religious cult who worships the sun.
I'm not joining anyone. I just want to know what's in the book. It's literally what I've said from the start. I just would like to sit down with that book for a little while and try and do some reading.
Auntie, you join in with them as... do you hand the book over to Gabe, who's still holding your son?
Yeah.
Okay. Takes it, looks at the book, passes it over to Salvi, and he hands you over Zechariah.
kind of takes him with the other arm that she's not holding Warren with. Still barely containing her rage.
See, that wasn't so bad. Gabe pipes up. Now the other half. Wait, Munchies has the other half, right? Yeah, they look at you, Munchies,
Yeah, I
collectively.
already ate it.
The snack pack.
Wait, you ate the whole thing?
Yeah, I've been eating it pages by pages. It's like that's why
Just
Cadmus.
letting you know that eating this takes a long time.
How many fucking pages is this? I thought I had like 4. Because I ripped up 2 and then another 2, and Cadmus was like, "Stop before I fight you for it," and then hand the rest to Auntie.
Oh, okay. So you're eating only the some pages of it. I thought you ripped the whole book in half and then passed the half to Auntie, and I was like, wow, this is a big brain play. But never mind. Okay, so they have the full book then, minus the pages that you ripped off. Okay.
I
well,
already ate that. That's why Cadmus is fighting me.
Salvi flips through the book. And you, Cadmus, would see that his eyes have landed upon that formula that you have been trying to decipher for the longest time, the one that's stained in blood. He starts speaking in Latin as he reads the recipe. Do any of you have any specialty in Latin? Academics?
I have academics, but not Latin.
Okay. Well, you could try to find out what he's saying or try to assume. Go ahead and roll your intelligence and academics for anyone who'd like to. Auntie, you would hear Zach kind of sniffling like underneath your armpit or like by your chest. And Warren is like spitting out blood continuously.
Oh, let's just go. They have the book. They have what they want. Let's just go.
4 successes. 4 successes, Cadmus. You can see that he knows what this is. He knows what can be done to bring it to the surface. But his eyes drift upwards towards you. Ascension. This is what this book offers, Cadmus. This formula here. If you want to learn more, we will share this information with you. Join us.
I'd need some more information before I agreed to just join, unfortunately. But I'm open to it. Have to talk about it.
It is prudent we have this taken care of tonight. After all, there are many things that are to happen. We are heliophiles. The Sunburners, as they call us. We follow the path of the sun, and our brethren from the sword appreciate our existence.
I'm just like trying not to just jump on that and just start picking it apart like with all the questions ever. Like, is there a way that we can contact you?
Well, Amethyst kind of just smiles, and walks over in your direction. Writes a well, not she does write. She has a flip phone, but she actually tosses another one towards you.
Just catch it. Well, try to catch it at least.
We'll be in touch. And
I'm
just
just not.
as you catch that, and the three of you start making your way out, I need the three of you to roll your dexterity. Actually, no, your wits and awareness first. One success for Auntie, 2 successes for Cadmus. Yeah, you guys don't hear it, but as a reaction, I'll give you this opportunity to make a dexterity and athletics roll, but -2 penalty, because you all know we're not aware of what's going on.
That's 0 dice for me.
3 successes for Auntie, 2 for Munchies. Wow, you passed on those 2 dice. And Cadmus, you just automatically fail, I assume. You just fail it.
Yeah, I have 0 dots in athletics and I have 2 dots in dexterity, and so having a -2 penalty, there's nothing there.
Just as you catch that phone, and Munchie is perhaps satisfied and frustrated at the outcome of the situation, and Auntie looking, well, worse for wear alongside her family. The three of you would feel this eruption, this explosion up nearby the far end of this room, the wall right behind Salvi and Amethyst, as the walls come crashing down on them, the bricks flying everywhere. Some of the debris in the bricks fly in your direction. Auntie, you had 3 successes. You managed to duck alongside, guiding both your ex-husband and your son down to avoid those bricks. Munchies, with only 2 successes, you get hit by a shrapnel or like one of those stone bricks, and you take 1 superficial damage. And Cadmus, you literally get bonked by like a brick hitting you in the head, and you fall down to the ground. You take 2 superficial damage from the dust that's erupted. You hear gunfire being shot. There's literally shouting and cussing. You hear, "What the fuck's going on? We're under attack!" And then you hear that familiar sound of engines revving, some vehicles. As dust kind of clears, you can see a silhouette of a large truck that Auntie you would recognize, as this is the same truck that attacked you when you were in your car driving towards the lower west side of Chicago. Up there, and you see a skinny, half-naked man with fiery red hair, with like a rifle in his hands, and he just yells out, "Let's get this party started, boys!" as he begins shooting the place up. As gunshots, like these bullets whiz past 3 of you, I'd like to ask, what do the 3 of you do?
Auntie would rush forward to try and get Zach and Warren out of here.
Munchies will turn to Cadmus. Do you still want that book?
I'd rather get out of here and live first. Look into the book afterwards. You're gonna have to yell it, I guess, over the bullets.
Yeah. Once again, I'd like each and every one of you to make actually just Munchies and Cadmus. Wits and awareness. Damn. Okay, so the both of you see it as you guys kind of pick yourselves back up and try to recover as this kind of whiz past with all this chaos going on, turmoil. Some of the building is kind of falling down. You can tell that fire is spreading from the top, from the second floor. You hear the glass shatter. You see like maybe like bottles being thrown in, as literally Rick's crew is bombing this place with Molotov cocktails. But with those 4 successes, you catch it from the corner of your eyes, Cadmus, as Salvi and Amethyst kind of fell on their feet. The book flies and ends up at the edge of the platform, right between you and the Sunburners.
I'm
Don't
gonna grab it if you
remember
want
if-
it. If you
No, I
want
don't
it.
remember if I confirmed. Are we out of? Did I use all my far reach? Like, do I have any far reach still on me in vials? or
You
have we used it all?
created
Yeah,
it before
you refilled at the beginning of this night.
Yeah,
man.
cool.
You have
There,
you
there.
loaded
Sweet.
up.
Yeah. So, yeah, Cadmus is literally just gonna chug a vial of far reach and just force pull the book out back to himself.
Munchies as a follow up will like use her torch to like just use the what was that black light surprise, was it? To try and keep it on the Sunburners between us.
Nice.
Poor Sunburners.
Is there
Having a
a
bad
role
time.
for Blacklight Surprise?
Yes, I think there is. Let me grab it.
Okay.
I have no idea what
And
the
as
effects are.
as this is happening, Auntie, you look up and you see Gabriel picking himself up as well, like nearby you, a couple feet away from you. As he turns and looks towards what's going on, looks towards you, you see him kind of smile as he kind of cracks his knuckles and marches in your direction.
She will like push Zach and Warren forward, like them trying to hold each other up. Get outside, get in the car. Get Sonny to get you out of here.
What is Sunny doing?
You guys don't.
They're here to
have no
worship
idea.
him.
And Auntie will turn around and face this guy and activate Potence.
Ooh, okay. All right, so this is essentially where combat begins for everyone here. So everyone gets to make one turn for each round. You either go on defensive or on the offensive, or defensive rather. So top of the turn, we'll start with Auntie P, as she is in proximity to danger. Gabe squares up against you as he says, "Let's fucking do this, Sasquatch."
And she doesn't say anything because you just see a pure rage on her face as her muscles kind of tense as she activates prowess.
Okay. What do you do?
And she will... We see this kind of look descend over her eyes, and she's going to voluntarily frenzy as she attacks him.
Invoking the beast, letting it out to terrorize this, whatever he is. What does this look like, Auntie P, as you let it out? And I assume you're going to ride the wave here. What does this look like as you make your first roll?
We see her start like breathing faster as her muscles tense. And she looks at him. "You hurt my fucking son!" And she's going to launch herself at him. Gonna willpower that roll.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Is that a crit? No, 4 successes. Okay. Let's see what this guy rolls as he too activates a little bit of his powers here, but I don't think it makes a difference to his roll. Jesus Christ. He rolled 6 dice, and like 4 of them are ones. Okay, he only has 1 success. Monty P, you launch yourself at him, and what does the beast do in this mode? Does it swipe at this creature? Does it punch? Does it grapple? What is it that you do?
It punches it like the beast is here to kill this piece of shit, so it's hitting for damage.
Okay, yeah. So your muscles tense up. We see this visibly as like the nerves and like the veins kind of pop from your muscles on TP, and you launch an attack. What level is your potence?
2.
2. That's
So
2
it's
automatic
+2.
successes. Yep. So that's 4, 6 successes. This guy's gonna take 6 superficial. It's halved for a kindred. But yeah, 6 successes. You punch him right in the jaw as you see him kind of take it, as he takes 3 superficial damage. But he returns a blow to you since you're not, defending yourself. You're taking an offensive action. He punches you as well, but it feels like a tickle as you take 1 superficial damage. He hits you right in the shoulder, but you barely feel it. You're also frenzying, so pain is nothing right now. Okay, that ends their turns. Munchies, what are you doing this turn?
I'm using the Blacklight Surprise to support Cadmus as he uses Far Reach.
Okay, what is the roll for that?
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm sorry. It's just literally any turn the light touches a vampire, they take 1 point of aggravated damage.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god! Yeah! If they try,
Jesus Christ.
they're Sunburners, right?
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's a pretty bad sunburn. Yeah, the wording for it is so it provokes fear frenzy like sunlight does. And so Blacklight Surprise does 1 point of aggravated damage every turn its light hits a vampire. Just how it said. This is it.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, Munchies. Who do you point it exactly at? Like specifically, I mean.
Salvi, that motherfucker needs to go first. Oh, hold up. Who's reaching between the two of them? Because both of them fell.
Salvi.
Oh, okay.
Salvi,
I'm
you would see. Oh, sorry, I should have told you this. You see Salvi kind of scrounging up to the floor as he looks for the book frantically, and he sees it at the edge of the platform.
Sunburners, feel the sun. Man, Cadmus is rubbing off on me as I turn on the torch right at Salvi.
So you see him jump forward. He's reaching for it, and just before his hands touch the book itself, you open up your flashlight from your phone. It's covered in this.
It's a
in
torch.
this liquid. Oh, sorry.
Flash-
Your actual flashlight. The bulb lights up, but it's a different color. And since you are the alchemist here, Cadmus, what does this look like for us, the audience? As the beam of Blacklight Surprise hits the guy.
That's the thing, like, because it's got the black light, like it's got the luminol attached to it, like that it hit like a second, like almost normal light, and then just almost like the light's not doing anything. It just still looks like a torch, but then just his skin just starts peeling and just smoking horribly. There's gonna be like a weird, like, and it's a real bad burning smell as well, because Cadmus has most definitely put a little bit of his coffee into this as well, just because he's certain that like his black coffee is the source of all his genius.
Okay. Salvi reaches for it. That torch lights up and hits him right in the face. I imagine you're pointing it at his face. And you see him kind of, instead of reaching for the book, his hands go to his eyes as he covers it, as he says, "Ah! I'm gonna kill you for this." And Cadmus, it's your turn now. What do you do?
So like I've successfully caught the book. It's not like there's not some
do you
giant.
reach for? So
Yeah.
you jump.
Yeah,
okay,
far
so-
reaching and just grabbing the book. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
did you make a roll for it?
my
I didn't
main
see a
focus.
roll.
Oh no, I haven't at all.
Yeah.
Sweet. So let me grab it.
See, your DC will be 3 for this roll.
No, so I'm just finding the roll for it. I had blood sigils open as opposed to the rule book.
I think it's your resolve and your alchemy.
That's I think it's to brew. Oh no, you're entirely right. Sorry, you're correct. You are correct, sir.
Yeah, certain ones have intelligence as their attribute, while others have. Yikes!
Get my willpower for
Only
that
two
one. That will be.
successes.
Do I have? Yeah, cool. I failed on 3 there, so definitely go for that willpower reroll because this is the most important roll of Cadmus's life. There we go. That's much better.
Oh, way to bring it back with 5 successes. The book flies back into your hands, Cadmus, where it truly, or you claim to be where it belongs. Truly, you are the owner of this book, and it comes back to you, force pull style, Star Wars style.
Yeah.
I'll allow
Cadmus is
both
happy
of you
again.
to make a I don't know, a comment towards Salvi in this dramatic moment.
Cadmus is just he's just cuddling the book, so he's not even going to say anything.
Well, no, Munchies will not like say anything, but she's gonna start, with one hand on the torch, like start pulling Cadmus to like start moving out of this gunfire crazy.
Okay. So, commotion happens all around you. People are shooting each other. You can see that some of Rick's goons, the people who were wearing S16 jerseys earlier, are all kind of donning the same look as Rick himself. They're all half naked. They're running around, punching people, throwing shit at people, using what seems to be disciplines. You can't tell. There's things going on right now. But there's definitely shit happening around you. Chaos ensues. As on TP, what do you do to your next turn? In your next turn,
we're gonna punch him again. Actually, what would Beast Auntie do? Beast Auntie's gonna go in for a bite attack to do as much damage as possible.
okay. So you're gonna need to make a grapple check first before you can fight on this individual. Go ahead and roll your strength and brawl. Keep in mind you have potence, so holy shit. Would you like to roll willpower? Are you sure you want to grapple this guy, or you mean that like choke this guy out, or maybe crush his face? Because with those many successes.
Yeah, I mean, look, the beast is going like whatever does the most damage. If she grabs hold of him and realizes that he is nothing in her gargantuan strength, and she can just fucking like rip his throat out, then that's what she'll do. And you know what? For fun, I will willpower it just as a real.
Okay, let's
Fuck
see
this
it.
guy.
You currently have 7.
A crit again.
My God, Jesus Christ!
You just relax, all right? We're thin bloods. We're not
No!
antediluvians.
What the fuck
Angry
is this
Bruja.
elder
Blood.
roll?
He got 7 successes, and 4 of those are 10s, which means Auntie P, you have 11 successes right now, plus 2 because of your prowess. That's 13 successes. Please tell us and the audience, what does the beast Auntie look like in this moment as she almost kills Gabrielle?
She would like grab onto him, and we see her like almost have him in a chokehold and like slams him to the ground, and then like digs her fingers into his throat and just pulls, and we just see, I imagine, coagulated blood and throats just fly across the room as she like roars at him.
Okay, you throw him to the ground. You see the ground literally shatter in this moment. The stone, the cement itself, as debris kind of flies. That's how much force you put into this, in this roll on TP. As you pull your fingers away, you can see that bits and chunks of viscera fly alongside your hands, are covered in blood and Gabe in this moment. But you don't care. The beast does not care. And it will continue to rage at this individual until the threat or the source of aggression is dead. That ends your turn. He doesn't even thematically, cinematically, I mean, I'm gonna assume he cannot make a roll against this with that many successes, so he loses his turn as you literally smash him into the ground. Okay, next up, Munchies and Cadmus. Munchies, you can keep, shining the torch at Salvi if you'd like, but it's really up to you if you want to make your way out of here.
Yeah, I'm pushing like Cadmus to move with me, but the beam is still on like one hand pointed towards Salvi and just like grabbing Cadmus. Let's go, let's leave. Where the fuck is Sunny? Let's go, Cadmus. Just go out. Come on.
Cadmus is just numb. Just really running.
And Munchies will like have a look around before like running after Cadmus.
Dexterity and okay, so I'll give you a choice here. Munchies, do you keep doing damage or do you retreat?
Do I see?
I think
Sunny
Cadmus
anywhere?
would. Oh, sorry.
You are currently too preoccupied. You can take this turn to just look around and analyze the situation, or you can keep damaging the individual, or you retreat.
Is Munchies next to Cadmus as well?
Yeah,
Like
you
supposed
guys
to
are
like
right
running
next to
together?
each other.
I think Cadmus would kind of just like, instead of holding the far reach on the book, would probably try and then far reach the torch instead, and then kind of like add like while holding just holding the torch pointing at them, like force torching. Also like kind of put his arm on Munchies and be like, let's go.
Okay, let's move. Let's go. Oh my
Okay.
god, I gotta
That's a
puke in a
creative
bit.
use. Creative use of it, but this will take concentration, Cadmus. I'm gonna say that you can make a dexterity and athletics roll, but it'll be at a -2.
That's an
zero
automatic
dice.
fail.
Yeah, that's auto fail.
No, let's just go. Let's just go.
So,
That's all good. We run.
You
Let's
trip.
go.
okay, so you let go of the torch and make a run for it.
No, I'll just turn it off and then make a run for it.
Okay, dexterity and athletics, both of you. I'd still like to imagine Cadmus trying to like concentrate and he trips over and he loses the book as well. It slides over to where Salvi is or something. All right, 2 successes. All right, 2 successes for Cadmus. Okay, both of you make your way towards the exit area. You'll have to go up the stairs once again and make your way through the side doors. This is when you notice that Auntie P is literally murdering Gabe right now as she pulls her claws out of his throat. Blood is everywhere and chunks of this dude is like flying in your direction as well.
You deserve that, dickhead.
Okay. Next round starts as things escalates around you. More gunfire, more things happening. You hear Wick having the time of his life as he guns down like the Sunburners one by one with his rifle. In this moment, Auntie P, you feel that beast still certain in the surface, but you're almost there. You just have to take this creature's life. My question is, how do you do it?
By attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Strength and brawl once again. Oh, Jesus, he never stood a chance. 6 successes. How do you do it, Auntie P?
She, as she's got him pinned down and does that, and then she bites down, and we just hear a bites down on what's left of his neck, and we don't see it as she's hunched over him, but we just hear a crack as she rears back and spits the rest of his throat across the room and roars, her face covered in coagulated blood as his head rolls to the side.
Poor Gabriel. This creature, this person, whatever he is no more. As you end it right in this moment, biting his esophagus off, whatever remains of it, effectively cutting his head. Creature is dead. And the beast roars, rejoicing. You feel your senses come back to you. You get that control once again as you are back in the driver's seat. The beast, sated, but still there. What do you do now?
Look around, see the places, chaos, doesn't see the others, assumes that they ran, and is gonna run out as well.
Munchies and Cadmus, I imagine you keep running, or do you make any other actions here while you are still in the vicinity?
I can barely manage to run normally without doing anything else.
Same.
I can't multitask.
I can't talk to them when there are guns involved.
Bullets whiz by. Whoosh, whoosh. You feel the glass, even more glass shattering. You see this fire licking across the ceiling and the walls and interiors of this building. It is mere minutes away from this place coming down and being completely destroyed by both fire and whatever is going on inside and outside of this building. Dexterity and athletics once again.
Oh my god. No, you know what? I'll ask for this. Oh my god. I'm getting scared. Oh my god.
Oh, you get hungrier. How much hunger are you at, Munchies?
2.
Okay.
I've been sated. Okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna
2
willpower. I'm
successes.
gonna willpower. Hold on.
You may roll 2 dice. Okay, 3 successes. You pass. You guys make your way up the stairs. Munchies, you go first, and you do this. You calmly, you keeping as cool as you can, make your way up, turn left towards the exit. You notice though that Cadmus, you hear that funk behind you as you look behind, and you see Cadmus literally trip on one of the steps as he hits his face on the metal railing. You don't take any damage though, but you're already beat up as you are. And the book kind of falls off his hand onto the staircase itself. As you're looking behind you, you would also see Warren and Zach kind of making their way up the stairs as well. And they look like they're gonna die if they're left here and not helped. Cadmus, you see Zach trying to pick you up.
I was like, gotta get up. So they try and get up. They're like, ugh. Thanks. Lean in, try and get the book.
He coughs a bit of blood, but the 3 of you, make your way up the stairs, leaving Auntie behind.
4, right? Because I'll grab Warren and help him up. I'll grab his other arm. Where the fuck is Sunny?
Okay. Auntie, as you come to, it's now at the top of the turn. More shit is happening. Gunfire is whizzing, bullets rather, are whizzing past you once again. As you take a look at what's going on, you can clearly see Salvi doing something. He's also taken his shirt off. He's in the center of the room, and he's saying things under his breath, like he was praying. It's almost captivating in this moment. but you're not. You don't have to stay to see what's going on. It's up to you what you want to do in this moment.
Auntie attacks him.
So I started killing and blasting.
She
yourself on
starts
fire!
sprinting towards him, prowess still raging through her muscles, and she like does like a jump, launch, fist through the air, like.
Do you have what's the level 1 potence? Soaring leap?
It's just
Okay.
a normal, it's the theatrical, but essentially she's running and she's gonna fucking hit him if she can reach him this turn.
Something is gonna happen right now inside the whoever's left in the building. Munchies and Cadmus, you keep running outside alongside Warren and Zach. You don't find Auntie P with you, but as you push past the door's already open, and outside you can clearly you immediately see a few bodies on the ground. Some of them are looking like they're from the S16, while others are looking like some of Rick's crew as are half naked. And in the middle of all of this, you can see kind of Sunny hunched, back against a nearby wall, panting and heavily, as you can see that his clothes are kind of ripped up. His pants are like there's bullet holes in it, and you can see that he's also kind of bleeding.
Oh fuck. Okay. I'll grab Cadmus and put like Warren's arm on his shoulders and say, go to the car right now. And then Munchies is going to rush towards Sunny.
Okay. You make your way towards him and you see him kind of breathing as if he was doing like some sort of some technique to calm himself down. But as he sees you, he stands up straight as he just gives you a genuine smile. There's still commotion going on around you, by the way. Cars driving past, people shooting at each other and things like that. But he gives you a genuine smile, a slow motion moment as he opens up his arms to you.
Yeah, Munchies will hug him. Dramatic
Cue
moment.
the music. Okay. His arms wrap around you and yours his as he says, "Well, I cleared the way for you."
You indeed do that, honey. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's not stay. Everyone's injured.
Hey, where's Auntie?
She's letting herself, bring all the anger out. So we shouldn't be in her proximity during that time.
Weirdest therapy session ever. He says as he gestures for the both of you to like make your way to the car. He's hurrying up actually, as you can see that there's like a bit of blood on his chest and his legs. Cadmus, you make your way out. You make it to almost across the street before you notice some bikes are nearby your vehicle, and you would remember them to be like the Rovers, or whoever's left the Rovers bikes to be there. Off in the distance to your left, right around the corner of the industrial building, you can see that there's some of them are like shooting at people, while others are getting punched in the face. Some people are beating each other up on the street itself. I imagine, what do you do? You continue just going to the car, or?
Yeah, Gab's just holding the book, and he's just gotten numb and just walking to the car. Now he's got half the book.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll for anything here, but as the camera.
Roll for no willpower, as it's only half a book.
Oh God. No.
I'll
I'm
puke
still
up the
soggy
rest of the
from
book
Munchies
to you.
licking it.
I'll
There's still a
puke
bit of
out.
saliva there.
I'll puke up
I'm
the
gonna-
rest of
I'm
the
gonna
book
have a-
for you.
Go have a pity party with Zach. He'll be like, Sonia, and I'll be like, the book.
Your one true love. Okay.
We couldn't share her, so we had to tear it in half.
The that image is just so sad and funny at the same time. Okay, so camera bounces back to Auntie. And in this moment, there is something strange about the room. There is a sense of calmness in the way Salvi recites his prayer. A certain focus. As he looks up at you, you would see there's nothing in his eyes but determination. There is no fear. There is no anger. There is only the stillness of what he is about to do. In slow motion, you don't have celerity, right?
No, but what she is actually going to do is she's going to drink the concoction we made earlier and become ablaze.
Interesting. Interessante. Funny thing. Sorry, but the turn has not ended yet, and you just took your turn. This is Salvi's turn. So unfortunately, you're not able to drink it this round. You can drink it next round. As he looks up at you, he finishes his prayer. As you see his scarred and mutilated like skin, his body begin growing bright. Brighter than fire. Brighter than the star. As bright as the sun. To us, the audience, what we see happen is Salvi merging with this ability of his, whatever it is, in his hands, in his arm, or in his chest. He becomes fire. Immolated by this power. For a brief moment, we see the sun, a glimpse of it, explode from his core. Auntie, you chose to attack, right? Okay, and you will not be taking a defensive action here, and you will be taking full damage as he erupts in flames. Hyperfocus. No, it doesn't actually hyperfocus. It's just around him as an area of effect attack. You take automatically 2 points of aggravated damage as this beam touches you. Your skin begins sizzling and burning immediately. Your arms, I imagine, are outstretched towards him. You feel your own knuckles burn away right now. And I need you to roll a 2d10 immediately, and then a frenzy check. An 11? Okay, God. Okay. So, in the crippling injury shard, this constitutes for a massive wound. Thematically, as you reach your fist in that direction, you feel your own hand, your knuckles, burn away. There is nothing but pain in this moment, and your fist does not connect. You will face a -2 penalty in all of your physical rolls from here on out, as your fist is essentially no more. With 1 success on your frenzy check, the beast surfaces once again, this time not out of anger, but fear. You cannot bear to look at the sun, even though you're a thin blood. And your beast boils up to the top and asks you to leave. What do you do on TP? Do you ride the wave? Do you let the beast take control?
I think in this moment of utter rage, I think the beast takes over, and to protect itself, I imagine she immediately take the nearest way she can get out. Starts running.
Okay. as this big ball of light erupts in the middle of the room. You can see a lot of the people here as well are hurt by this. You're not the only one. Your beast runs, makes it out of this building in no time, and you join the others. You leave behind Salvi and whoever is in that building. It's not a pretty sight, the last thing you see, as there is bodies, blood, and fire everywhere. We'll fast forward a little bit here as you all recuperate outside in the vehicle, or by the vehicle rather, if you choose to sit and chat while this shit show is going on.
No, Munchies is trying to currently puke into a bag because Cadmus is still insisting on the papers, most likely. So hasn't ingest. I don't think
Vomit it up. Vomit it up right now.
I'm doing my best.
As she forcibly pukes, you can see bits and pieces of paper that are scattered. First of all, they're covered in blood. Second, they're very, very wet, and you know how paper gets when it's wet. And third, there's chunks of food in there as well. So not only is it covered in like liquid, it's also covered in solid, whatever's inside her stomach.
There you go.
Who have you eaten, Munchies?
I ate popcorn on the. I was stressing. Okay, here.
Yeah. Auntie is present now at this point as the beast kind of fades away and you are now in control.
Okay, we need to find the nearest like hospital or doctor. I don't know. Do we know any individuals who will not say anything if we rock up all injured and bloody and somebody Warren needs blood.
Can I take a look at the injuries? Like, now that Cadmus has at least the book, not in any tangible form, but at least he has the physical components of the book altogether again. He'll probably calm down enough to sort of look over and realize, oh wait, people are hurt.
Okay, you can roll intelligence and medicine check just to get a general idea of what's going on. Auntie, I imagine you walk over to Warren and Zach. Okay, what do you do?
She's not experienced in medicine. She I guess she would try and she would say, I know it looks weird, just trust me. She would cut open her wrist and try and feed him blood. I don't know if it works the same with thin bloods to try and heal, but
Hey, Auntie, I need you to make a rouse check. As you give him, I imagine, a rouse check's point of blood. Okay. As you feel blood seep away, Auntie, Warren bites down on your wrist. He drinks it completely, willingly. And as he does this, you feel a strange sensation about the way he's drinking the blood. He's not stopping. He doesn't want to stop. As you try to pull away, both of his hands come up and grab onto your arm. This is when you realize fangs are penetrating your skin right now.
I imagine she gets lost in the kiss, so she is the fuck are you doing? It just zones out.
Warren drinks deep. You are immediately enamored by the sensation of bliss. Matter of fact, you've never experienced this before. I don't think. Well, maybe with Chocolate Man.
Not now, okay? Not right now.
Okay. But there is nothing but pleasure from the kiss. Your eyes roll up as you said, and you are lost in this sensation. It feels great. Your beast loves this feeling, although it lingers in your mind as it says, make it stop. It will drink us dry.
How many?
If you allow him to, I need you to make another rouse check. Damn. Yo, you on fire tonight.
I mean, until she feels like she's, like she's getting to the point of like intense hunger, she's just gonna keep going. This feels great.
You are a drug addict. You were a drug addict. So this is like on another level to you. Never experienced this high before, and you just let it happen. You just let that blood be sucked away. Munchies and Cadmus, you guys are doing. Oh yeah, Cadmus with those 3 successes. Zach is pretty fucked up. He's literally, his shoulder is super limp, like it's just there. He's barely holding it together. You can see that his face is all bruised up. He's got like his eyes, like kind of super swollen. And there's cuts and lacerations all across his body. But Warren is in a bad shape. But Auntie is feeding her blood to him.
I was just gonna say that and just be like, just not even comment, just like continue scanning. With how fucked up, how fucked up is the shoulder? Like, is he gonna die or is he just in a lot of pain?
You can tell that he'll probably survive, but he does need medical attention to maybe get that, popped back in.
Yeah. All right, cool.
And
But-
Munchies, go ahead.
Not to say Scadmus is like, right, well, no one's dying immediately, so the best thing I can do is just say we just continue on going to the hospital. There's nothing I need to do right now to try and help.
Munchies will try to spot Judy because the rovers are here, so Judy has to be around.
Okay. What's an awareness? Three successes. You see just a glimpse of Jude's down the street, but she looks like she's running in this direction now after firing a couple of shots in the other direction, leaving behind some of her comrades. But she noticed the three, all of you kind of making your way out, and that's why she's running in this direction now. If you just wait a couple moments, then she'll get here eventually. But Sunny kind of just puts a hand on your shoulder as he kind of says, "Fuck, babe, it really hurts."
Oh my god. Is there anything I can do? Like, do you know basic medicine, like first aid, Cadmus?
I can try.
Even just to stop the bleeding?
I might even. That's probably not gonna really stop the bleeding or anything like that, but at least it'll help. Cadmus will take out one of his vials of Elevate and pass it over, and be like, just have him drink this. It'll stop the pain at least, or he'll enjoy the pain. I'm not sure which brand this one was.
Okay, he takes it as he just downs it in one go. Oh, fuck. And he takes a moment to breathe before he sits right back up and says, "Oh, fuck. Way better than morphine. Whew. Me and Auntie P go into the atmosphere, bro."
The Munchies will shake her head together with Cadmus.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
You see him roll his eyes back once again as he leans back on the back of the chair. Not the chair, the seat rather.
Munchies will meet Judy halfway. After making sure like actually grabbing a piece of, like, I guess, just remove her top and then just put it onto like his wound and tell him to just keep it there, okay?
Holds the lower his lower left rib. As you can see, the blood is kind of oozing out, but he keeps pressure on it. Judy makes it in your direction, in your way, and she says, "Oh shit! Holy shit! We were just doing a stealth mission. We were just scouting the place out, when all of a sudden these crazy fuckers, the people that
Yes. Panic later. We have to find a doctor or a hospital. Or do you know anybody who can patch these people up without saying anything? I mean, we can go to the hospital. It's fine. We can just convince them.
no, we cannot go to the hospital. No, bad idea.
That's why I'm asking. Do you know anybody?
Shit. We just lost our doctor. He got caught in the gunfire the other night.
Let's go to the hospital and I'll just try to convince or persuade people that we got into an accident, okay? We got caught in a gang fight. Or at least for Zach and Sunny. They're the ones who need the medical attention the most. Can you lead the way to clear the traffic?
Wait. Didn't the... How did you guys find this place?
Just questions later, okay?
No, the reason why I'm asking is the people who gave this information to you might know if we can find someone, a back alley doctor or something.
It's Rick. It's crazy Rick. You want to like talk to the crazy people who just shot your people down?
Cadmus, something occurs to you. The almost assembly may have medical may have medical supplies or like expertise and things like that available for you if you want to utilize that resource.
Absolutely, I do. Yeah, they are pretty, like the Almost Assembly or the AA, whatever the name we're using now. Their resources are pretty close to limitless from what I can understand, and they'll be willing to provide as long as we keep it in whatever, in service of what they're looking for. So we tell them it's like, I know we extract some blood or something like that. I don't know, we put some blood in a bag and be like, yeah, we needed it, but in the meantime we need to make sure that the humans are safe. They'll probably be willing to play ball.
Okay.
I hope.
We'll try to convince them, but let's go there. Can you like get the address and then we'll let's just go.
While this is happening, you see Auntie P still in the bliss of the kiss. You just let this happen, Auntie P. Okay. Moment or two of ecstasy.
Yeah.
What's that compared to the shit show that just happened, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of zoning out until her, because obviously she's kind of lost in the kiss right now. So until her beast is like, no, I'm getting hungry, like make it stop. Right now, she's succeeding all her rouse checks, so she's just riding it, man. Hell yeah.
You see, like, well, actually, you feel Sunny's hand kind of on your shoulder as. If we look at him, like the camera kind of pans around, you see him kind of just nodding along as he looks at your face, and he's just like, he does the same thing. Damn. He keeps saying that as your wine just keeps going and sucking on your blood. But eventually, Warren will stop as he gets his fill. And you come to. And you hear, as you are regaining your consciousness, that ecstasy fading away, you would hear bone and sinew stitching itself back together as they snap back into place. As Warren stands up, his shadow kind of looms over you, as I imagine you're kind of slumped over, relaxed and whatnot. And he looks at you, his eyes glowing. He takes his now healed hand, still grimy and stuff. He runs his fingers on your cheek as he says, "Still the most beautiful woman I know."
I think she just looks at him, and I think they just share a look, a moment. She doesn't say anything, but I think it's obvious that they are still very much still in love, and at least from Auntie's point of view. And she looks to him, and then kind of hears, I imagine, Zach kind of still like wincing in pain and stuff. Does she know? I don't know if she can make a roll. I know I as a player know more than Auntie does. Can she make a roll? Is Warren like a full blood? Because he was with full bloods, ? I don't know. Like, can she tell? Is there any way to know? Or
Intelligence and occult. Munchies and Cadmus, you would hear the healing, his bones snapping back into place. And you turn your hand in that direction and you can see Warren standing more, I guess, prominent in this moment, more confident right now. And just moments ago, he was like down in the dumps. He was completely destroyed. Now he's, for the majority, healed up. With 2 successes, Auntie, you can tell that he's no longer human. But what kind of vampire he is, I have no idea.
okay. She would say to him, I don't know exactly what they did to you, but you might be able to help Zach. This is gonna sound weird, but try feeding him your blood.
He furrows his brows. And for the first time ever in his entire life, in your entire life, he listens to you without a word, without a retort. You see him cut open his wrist, same way you did for him, and shove his wrist down, what's his face's mouth. Both of you see this, by the way, Munchies and Cadmus.
Auntie's kind of holding Zach. It's like, okay, slightly, fine, whatever.
You see Zach kind of choking and spitting out the blood, like, "What are you doing, Dad?"
Just try
No,
and
stop
drink
it.
a bit. Try and drink a bit. It might make you feel better. Trust
It's
me.
so nasty. It's so nasty. I'm sucking off my old man.
Stop you making it more weird than it needs to be. Just drink the blood.
I don't think this could be weirder.
I don't know. Like Munchies will definitely turn to Sunny and say, "We're never gonna have kids ever, never."
Cadmus will just like say to Munchies, watching this, like, this poor kid has no hope. Like the infantilization of him, like, and now he's gonna stop aging as well. We're gonna have a permanent, like, oh god.
Judy, who's like in between you, Cadmus, and Munchies, her eyes are wide and she's like, "What the fuck is going on? I thought we were gonna go. What? Hello?" She's
Just push, Auntie. Can't you just push everyone into the car? You guys can do it on the way.
I assume they're like in the back seat
we're
doing
gonna do
this.
it all right. You're
Wait,
Warren.
who says that?
Warren.
Auntie doesn't respond, but she definitely gives him a look. But she's like, "This is not the time. I'm trying to save our son's life right now. Calm down."
I'll survive, he says as he shoves his wrist down his throat once again, and he's forced to drink the blood.
Ah, fuck this. If you guys are not getting into the car, I'm driving Sunny out.
They're
you
in.
can-
I assume they're in the
they're in the
car,
car.
like they're in the back seat of the car doing this. Yeah, we're all crammed into the back seat as all of this is happening.
Oh, if there's no space, I'll just. Is there space? Because Sunny's back there, Auntie's back there, Zach is back there, Warren's back there, Cadmus.
Sunny is squished, by the way. Yeah, what happened was, Zach was pushed into the vehicle by Warren, who's now shoved his wrist down his throat, and then Auntie shoved Warren in the vehicle, and now Auntie's piled in, leaving Sunny completely at the bottom of everything, and he's like, Ava, Ava. And the door kind of shuts, and Cadmus and Munchies are like out. And I imagine the both of you get in the front seat. I imagine Munchies is driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Sounds
not
probably the
letting the
best
person
idea.
who's half of like face is bashed in drive this thing.
Judy just shakes her head. Okay, just lead the way.
Okay, escort us. Okay, Cadmus, let's go. Address, please.
No worries. Alright, Cadmus will give the address of where we were for the almost assembly.
Wait, how do you plan on getting the address, Cadmus?
I figured we'd probably go back to where we first sort of
Hmm.
encountered and then see what we could have there and then work backwards.
Okay, so you guys go back into the city then. Sure. Let's do a bit of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. And fast forward. Unless there's any conversation to be had in the crammed vehicle on the trip back. Sonny's fighting for his
Cadmus.
life, by the way.
Yeah.
I
Cadmus
know.
will like I guess Cadmus like while on the
Hands are
drive
flailing
there.
everywhere. Like, stop, please stop this. This is so weird, you guys.
Just think it was like I imagine vomiting all those papers up wasn't the most pleasant thing. Thank you.
No,
I think I could probably dry out some of them and save a bunch of them.
you said that that book is as important to you as Sunny is to me, and Warren and Zach is to Auntie. So I figured if we don't get the book back, I can at least have few pages that I can salvage via food
Yeah, I think so.
processing.
Whatever the salty stuff that you had beforehand that seemed to have sort of assisted with drying out, dehydrating some of it. It's almost like mummy skin.
Huh.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Oh.
Mind you, I just saw Warren. I'm not sure what you think about that back there, but looks like Warren was getting some mummy skin of his own. What's going on with Auntie and everything? Just constantly, I'm just gonna accept I don't understand.
I don't understand either. You're not
She
alone
can
there.
hear you, by the way.
Yes, we're saying this out loud.
Trying to distract ourselves from the trauma. Just everywhere we look, just like trauma to the left, trauma to the right.
I don't wanna like, okay, I don't wanna understand what's happening at all. I just want to get Sunny safe. He's really injured.
It is. I think from when I looked earlier, I think he's going to be in a lot of pain, and there's going to be some rehabilitation, but I don't think he's going to pass away. If that helps, but we should be fine. We could probably even, if we need to, and depending on if you want to, give him some Vitae as well, like it's actual, just pure Vitae to get him going. Mind you, there's better ways of doing it than just shoving just like part of yourself down your son's throat. I was just saying it aloud, but I also understand that expediency is required sometimes as well. So it's creative thinking definitely gets some points.
Is the blood like? Is it what is happening with the whole like feeding the blood? Like, is Zach healing? Is like what's happening?
He drank it, but he doesn't look like he's getting any better.
Okay, stop. I don't think it's working. Okay, well, we're gonna
worked
get
for
you help
me.
the mundane way. Well, it's
You're not-
You
because
try.
you're like me. I don't.
Come on, do it. We're gonna save his life.
It's not. Look, if it's not going to work from you, it's not going to work from me. You're either like me or you're a full blood. I don't know, but either way, it's not. I mean, you can't be a full blood, otherwise it would have worked. So I don't know, but we need to get him help the mundane way. This isn't helping.
He just kind of looks at his son as he says, "Soft as shit, I tell you." He'll be all right, he says as he hits him in the back and he coughs out a bit of blood.
Stop! Do it! Why would you hit him? That makes no sense.
It was just a tap. I promise. Can you guys please stop? You see Sonny kind of squished to the side. Can you guys just a little bit of elbow room, please? Just please, you're ruining my high.
Sorry, it's Warren and I are very large.
Why are you guys so
individuals.
fucking big? Like, no offense, but you guys are so fucking muscular.
I mean, I don't
This is
know.
unnecessary amount of
I
muscle.
work out. I don't. Well, apparently
can't you
not according
just
to
can't you just
Gabriel.
like like sit on Warren's lap or something, Auntie, or like have Zach on your lap? It's clear up some room.
Yeah, you know what? Let's reduce. Let's give Sunny some space, and Auntie will like sit on Warren's lap.
Just the imagery of this, the mental image. You guys are like over 6'3", both of you, and super muscular. And this is Sunny's car, by the way. So it's just a simple small sedan.
Auntie has to like lean into like the like slightly over the front seat. Her ass is just like sat in Warren's lap, and she's having to like lean forward because the car's not high enough for her to like also sit.
It's so weird, you guys. Sunny says to you, Munchies, as he kind of leans over to whisper that. This is so weird. You could have just someone could have just ridden with the lady in the bike.
No, I could have. I was going to, but I was worrying about you, and I can't have Cadmus driving. Look at him.
Yeah.
Kevin's just
Yeah,
got a
you're
little
right.
blank stare, everyone looking at them with his face like kicked in.
And Cadmus is, I can't have Cadmus ride with Judy with the journal. What if the journal falls off and the bag of blood with the bloody pages as well?
He just shakes his head in like defeat. He shudders as he has to keep doing this for a bit more. But eventually, all of you make it to the place where you were all at. I forgot what it was called. I completely forgot what the place is called. But you guys make it to the hideout. And you would be surprised, fast forwarding a little bit, as y'all make your way downstairs to the basement area where the laboratory is. You would find no one other than your boss, Cadmus, standing there. Almost like he's been waiting. The old graying hairs, the magnificent kind of well-kept hair, beard rather, and his like trench coat covering his body, his hands behind his back, spectacles kind of being reflecting a bit of that light.
Yeah, it's Mr. Bartlett. Kind of just a nod. Just kind of holding half the book, like the other half, the one half is in his bag, and he's kind of like hoping that Munchie's has got like the vomit pages in a bag or somewhere. We could use some help.
I see you've employed some assistance.
Yes, it was necessary in order to maintain the well, the tome's integrity and to stop others from gaining access to it.
And tell me, is the mission complete?
Not yet, but we are doing our best to finish it as much as we can.
I mean, the mission was to destroy the supplies, and the supplies have been removed from S16. So technically, that has been accomplished. Not only that, but we also royally fucked up S16. I killed one of them. We managed to get Crazy Rick to attack them. Their building is currently in flames. Half of their men are dead. So I would say actually we've performed above and beyond.
He stoically just nods his head. You don't know if it's of approval or just nodding along, just agreeing with you. But he gestures for you all to, come and take a seat in the furniture nearby. Albert, have I ever told you that I served in the military before?
You've never told me that you have. I did know that, but you never told me that you have. I saw some reports every now and then, but no, sir. I don't think you did.
It was a medic.
Campus will scramble and be like rub smoke and hash off his glasses.
Get yourself cleaned up, boy. He walks his way towards the injured as he says, worked as a medic in the army all those years back. You there, Miss Ava. Please go into this nearby shelf there and grab the medical kit.
Ava will follow his words, acting like an assistant this whole time.
Priscilla, please help this young man to this table. He says, and clear the table first, actually.
She clears it. And is he referring to Sonny or Zach?
Zach.
Okay. We'll help him.
You see him, as you laid Zach down gently, you see him examine the body as he removes whatever clothing he has, and he turns his body to the side to take a look at what's going on. He produces like a small flashlight as he kind of, checks his eyes and whatnot. Lower rib damaged. You see him mumbling to himself as he performs a diagnosis on what's going on with Zach and his injury. But eventually, as Ava brings over the medical kit, some gauze and whatnot, you see him walk over to another shelf as he grabs a bottle of vodka and just pours it down on Zach's injuries as he says, "Desperate times calls for desperate measures. I will not use the last of our isopropyl alcohol. This is more effective in any case. Forgive me." And Zach kind of screams out in pain as
Auntie kind of
burns.
holds his shoulders and stuff because I imagine he immediately recoils and winces and stuff. It's okay, I know it hurts. It's gonna be fine.
You're doing splendidly, young man. And as a reward, you'll get a taste of this alcohol. It'll be directly in your system, so no need to worry. He continues as he grabs a pair of those medical scissors, some gauze, and begins stitching up whatever open wounds he has. Next, he says as he looks at Sunny, but as he performs some basic first aid on the injured, the three of you are kind of left to your own devices largely. And what do we see the three of you doing? Do you guys have a conversation? You're free to do whatever you wish.
Cadmus is holding a jar and he's just spitting into it. He's just got this jar. He's just got Like kind of panting and spitting into it constantly.
Agnes, what are you doing?
The pages that Munchie's regurgitated, like the best thing for breaking down blood is saliva. I'm trying to see if I can get as much as I can so I can see how many pages I can save and then just keep spitting into the jar.
I see. Just gonna deal with this now. We've been in a very tense situation. You said a lot of shit back there, but I get it, and I will apologize again. I know you. If it wasn't for you, Zach wouldn't have gotten this far. So I do appreciate what you did, and I know the book's important to you. And I know that I didn't intend to bring Zach and Warren into this situation, but Warren potentially had information we needed. And all of this to say, he said some fucked up shit, but all in all, I get it. And I know that you've lost things too, which is just as important. I'm sorry for what you've lost, and I'll try and help how I can.
And like as soon as Auntie says I'll try and help how I can, Cadmus will just turn like turn over and hold the jar just up to her face. Out of there, and then he'll clap her on the shoulder and keep walking.
It's all saliva under the bridge.
I'm pretty sure there's a chunk of S16 in there.
Bit of Gabrielle floating around.
Okay. I don't know if Ava was there with you guys, but she's, you guys are largely in conversation if you wish to remain in conversation, but you can also talk to other people here. Warren and Judy are also, present. They look like they're talking amongst themselves, and Sunny is also getting medical treatment.
Now, I think at this point, once like Sunny's already getting medical treatment and everyone's already settling down, Munchies will just sit down on a chair or like a sofa and just, I guess, just stare into nothing because she's trying to process everything that's happened so far.
Would kind of say, I guess, to Cadmus and Munchies, are you guys okay? I guess I'd ask that question both physically and mentally.
Cameron's like stop spitting into the jar and kind of like sit for a minute and think. Just kind of nod. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, obviously, you could say I was in like the anger was the stage I was in earlier, but before the end of it, processed it all and fixed it all up. You gotta give a nod again to Munchies and be like, "Thank you again for your help." And then just go back to like he's like, I think that's probably enough.
Cadmus is holding a fucking bag, like a Ziploc bag full of saliva. Just the image of that, the thought of that. But
Yeah, it's pretty horrific.
okay.
But it works.
And Ava, you stare out into nothingness against the blank white wall. Next to that wall, you see that chalkboard and Munchies. Auntie. What do we see you doing last?
She would see her giving Zach a look over and just kind of, squeeze his shoulder very gently. 1% power. I don't want to break his shoulder as well. And then would walk over to Warren because now we need to have a conversation about what he has turned into.
Okay. You walk over to him. He turns towards you, and there is just something different about him. Something strange. Something more intense about the way he looks at you. Hey.
Hey. So, puts a hand on his arm. Does he still feel cold?
He's lukewarm.
Room temperature, one might say. Is that like how, does Auntie also feel Luke temperature, or is she like normal warm?
I imagine you walk over to Ava and touch her face, or like her skin. Walk over to Cadmus, touches his face.
It's
Same
a
temp.
science experiment.
Pseudoscience experiment, it seems.
You say same temperature?
Same temp.
Okay. Goes back over to us. Thank you for your help. Goes back over to Warren. So, seems like you're like us now. Whatever they did to you.
As you say those words, those last few words, his grin kind of falls to like an angry frown, like a grimace itself. His brows are furrowed. This ain't over, Priscilla. Far from it. Things they've done. My brothers and sisters. I watched them all fall one by one. Drained them dry. I survived. I don't know what I've become, but I swear it. I'm gonna kill them all.
And we can do it together.
And with this new revelation, this new oath that he's taken, Munchie's staring out in the distance, perhaps maybe recounting everything that happened, processing all the shit that the coterie's been through. And Cadmus trying to save whatever is left of the Alchemist cookbook. Scene fades to black, and we end tonight's session. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. It's been a blast. This was a pretty fun episode. Let's go around the table once again, introduce ourselves. My name is Lou, and I've been the storyteller for this evening.
My name is Joel, and I'm playing Cadmus, the extremely dehydrated book restorer.
I'm Haley. I've been playing Auntie P. Just all round. It's just killed a man. Fuck it. He deserved it.
And my name is Munchies, and I'm processing things right now. But yes, with that, we'll see you next week for another episode of Magnum Opus. Bye!
Peace.